Welcome to another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. I'm booking Smackdown in the first week of September of 2001. This is still the Invasion era, so I got the whole show ready to go. So let's see how things go. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, China defeated Stacy Keibler by pinfall with a powerbomb, and this got a 56. So Stacy was off her game, and there was um, there wasn't enough selling shown. So Buff Bagwell and Canyon come to the ring, and they want the Dudley Boys in a match, and this got a 46. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, William Regal defeated Al Snow by pinfall with an exploder suplex, and this got a 64. So Diamond Dallas Page is backstage, and DDP goes, well, well, well. Look at what we've got here in the land of the big, bad, and bold. You know who I'm talking about, right? The man who thinks he's too good for a challenge? William Regal, or should I say, the Duke of Dodging DDP. Come on, Regal. What's the matter? Scared of getting a little too banged up in front of all these fine folks? I offered you a chance to step in the ring with DDP to test the prestigious wrestling pedigree of yours against the People's Champ. But what do? You turn it down. You, with your fancy accent and your fancy tea, you're too high and mighty to wrestle with someone from the streets of Jersey? Let me tell you something, Regal. I'm wrestling. It doesn't matter where you come from. It's about what you do in the ring. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to curtsy? Extend a challenge? Should I have brought my own monocle and top hat? Here I was, thinking wrestling was about sweat, guts, and glory, not about high tea and crumpets. But don't worry, Regal. I get it. You're afraid that when you step into the ring, the diamond cutter will shine so bright it'll blind you to your own inadequacies. You can keep your fancy titles, your lordship, or whatever you call it, but you can't escape the fact that you're avoiding the match of a lifetime, because you know deep down you can't handle the bang. So, Regal, next time you decide to grace us with your presence, remember, you can run from DDP, but you can't hide, because every time you look in the mirror, you'll see the reflection of a man who's too scared to face the diamond cutter. And when you finally muster the courage, I'll be here ready to show you what real wrestling is all about. Bang! And this got a 53. And this got the crowd hotter. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Kane defeated Ernest Miller by pinfall with a flying clothesline. During the match, we also saw Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Haire run in and attack Kane. This got a 64. Unfortunately, Kane is being attacked by Palumbo, O'Haire, and Ernest Miller. Seeing the assault, Jericho runs down and basically returns the favor Kane did for him. But this only got a 45. Chris Benoit is in the ring. He grabs a microphone and clears his voice, and his music turns off. Chris Benoit goes, tonight, I stand before you not just as Chris Benoit, but as a man at a crossroads, WCW, WWF. Two titans of our industry, but only one path for the rabid Wolverine. I fought in the dungeons of Stampede Wrestling, I battled in Japan, and I've clawed my way through both WCW and WWF. But when it comes to choosing a side, there's no contest. WCW gave me opportunities, but it was the WWF that truly tested my mettle, then pushed me to my limits and beyond. In WCW, I was underutilized, underappreciated. But here in WWF, every match, every night, I've been given the chance to show the world not just what Chris Benoit can do, but what he stands for. Honor, respect, and above all, excellence. So to those to WCW who thought they could keep me down, who thought I'd just be another name on your roster, think again. I choose the WWF because this is where warriors are forged, where legends are made. Here, I'm not a competitor. I'm a contender for every title, every night. Tonight, I declare my allegiance. I choose WWF not just for what it is, but for what it allows me to become. I am the Rabid Wolverine, and I will fight under the banner of WWF, where every match is a chance to prove my worth, where every fight is a step closer to immortality. WCW, you had your chance, but now it's WWF's time, and it's my time. This was basically a response to Hugh Morris trying to get Chris Benoit to come back to WCW. This was Benoit's answer. This only got a 46, though. In a bout that had great heat and decent wrestling, Big Show defeated Billy Gunn by pinfall with a choke slam. And this got a 69. So Lillian Garcia is backstage with Christian. And Lillian goes, Christian, thank you for joining us here today. It was a tough night for you at Raw where you lost your match for the hardcore title. Can you walk us through what happened? And Christian goes, well, you saw it out there just like everyone else, right? I had the hardcore championship in my grasp, and then Booker T decided to play his game. He's always been the one to stir the pot, but this time it cost me the hardcore title. I was ready to make history, to be the champion that the fans deserve, and then boom, out of nowhere. Lillian Garcia goes, how do you plan to respond to this? And Christian goes, look, I'm not one to back down from a challenge. Booker T might think he's gotten one over on me, but he's wrong. This isn't the end. It's just another chapter. I'm going to get my revenge one way or another. And when I do, I'll make sure everyone remembers who I am. Lillian Garcia goes, well, what are your immediate plans? And Christian goes, first thing first, I need to deal with Booker T. There's no way I'm letting this slide. And Lillian goes, thank you for your time, Christian. And Christian goes, keep watching. This story's not over. And this got a 58. I know a little out of character for Christian, but based on his words. But keep in mind, he doesn't back down from Booker T unless Booker T is actually there. When Booker T's not there, Christian's all brave and stuff. So that's kind of to explain what Christian was saying. Yeah, he's brave enough to face Booker T, and Booker T's dodging him until Booker T says, okay, let's go. In a bout that had great heat and decent wrestling, Booker T defeated Hardcore Holly by pinfall with the Harlem Hangover. And this guy is 72. And Booker T seemed off his game. So Triple H comes to the ring with his championships, a microphone, and his water bottle with a smirk on his face. And Triple H goes, Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, the wrestling machine, the epitome of technical prowess. But let's cut through the accolades, shall we? You might have won gold at the Olympics, but in this ring, in this business, you're just another number in the long list of those who've tried to step up to the game and failed. You see, Kurt, this isn't about amateur wrestling. This isn't about some feel-good story of overcoming adversity. This is about survival, about dominance, about proving who's at the top of the food chain. And let me tell you, you're not it. You talk about your intensity, your integrity, your intelligence, but when you're standing across from me, all I see is another challenger to break, another career to derail. You think you have your three eyes can compete with my pedigree? I've faced the best this industry has to offer. I've been the champion, the king, the game changer. And when we lock up, Kurt, it won't be your accolades that save you. It won't be your amateur background. It'll be about whether you can keep up with the cerebral assassin. Because I don't just wrestle. I strategize, I manipulate, I dominate. So bring your gold medals, bring your intensity, integrity, intelligence. But remember this, Kurt. In this ring, under these lights, you're just another pawn in my game. And in the end, when the bell rings, you'll understand why they call me the King of Kings. Because there's only one throne, and you, Kurt Angle, will never sit on it. And this got a 69. So Stone Cold comes down to do commentary for the next match. That also got a 69. And in about that had fantastic heat and great wrestling. The Rock defeated Albert by pinfall with the Hurricane DDT. and that got a 76. So what was the final grade for the show? 71. Lost popularity in some regions, but also gained popularity. But I know 71 for Smackdown should not be anything to worry about or anything to be um, upset about. So we're gonna go through we're gonna see the emails, the messages, and then I'm gonna skip all the way till Monday, just to see who from UPW is ready to join the roster, basically. So drug test fees. Bison Smith says he does not. Well, I always send him a 9 month deal. If he doesn't want that, then go wherever. And Billy Kidman and Tori Wilson have split up. Okay. The next time I record something, it'll be War for week 2 of September in 2001. But until then, good night, everyone.